Hey everybody, it's me, Crazy Motherfucker, and today we're going to be talking about how to Loctite a balisong properly. I get a lot of shit, because people are just like, there's so many different ways to Loctite a butterfly knife. You could either use the paracord method, or you could use the Loctite method, or you could do what that one guy on the balisong subreddit did and use red Loctite. I'm sure that worked really well. Or you could do what this guy that I met on Instagram does, and that's just cover everything in Loctite and complain to me that it's my fault that it doesn't flip, even though he filled his bushings with Loctite like a dumbass. So some of the benefits of Loctite is that while you flip, nothing can really come out. It just kind of prevents your knife from going haywire and the screws going all over the place. It's really just a good thing to do. I might also go over how to lubricate your balisong, and I learned after last time that butter is actually not the way to do that. The proper way to do that is with REM oil, or I like to use dry gun oil just because I feel as though it gives me the best, bang for the buck lubrication that you can get. Now don't worry, the Loctite I'm using is super cheap. It's off-brand stuff. Stuff I use on my mods is it's real Loctite 240 something. It's the blue stuff, not the red stuff. It's not gonna make your pants stick to your butt. Just remember that I don't like eggs. So without further ado, let's see how you Loctite a balisong. So you start with your balisong. Today I'm using a BB Barfly. Make sure that you always have eye protection on, which I don't, even though it's not really necessary for... Yeah, it is. Who am I kidding? So take your small pair of pliers, grab your Loctite, okay? Now this is the real, you really got to be careful. Oh shit. There we go. You really just got to get a nice good spread on there. Yeah. You want to make sure that everything is covered because this will make sure that nothing comes apart. Okay? As you can see, this also seconds as lubrication while it's wet. The real way to apply Loctite, let's just move that over. You need your knife, and it'd probably help if you had a tool to take it apart. Today I'm going to be using a T8 Torx driver. Take your knife. I always latch it. Keeps things from moving around. You're going to unscrew your screws. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, when am I going to flip after I Loctite it? Because you have to wait 24 hours to flip, or else the Loctite doesn't cure properly. And that's bad. The real way to apply this is put a little bit on a piece of wax paper. That's what I do. And I do actually use pliers for this. I know some people are just like, why are you using pliers? Because I can. Just try and get that first little thread in there, and you only need a couple threads. That's all you need, right there. Okay? Drop it right in. Now for the EX10 line, it doesn't really matter how tight you go. It's gonna stop and it's not gonna seize your knife. So I tighten it pretty good. Okay, time for the other one. Now those of you who aren't surgeons, this is pretty much the closest you're gonna get to playing real life surgeon, I suppose. And there we go. That's how you Loctite a knife. Now don't do what I'm about to do and flip it. That was some pretty sloppy flipping. Either way, guys, thank you for watching. As always, I am Crazy Motherfucker, well-rounded electronics guru, Ian Pekarsky, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Sounds good. All right, you guys have a great day. Try not to burn yourself unless you want to.